I would define anxiety as a very persistent worry.
I would define anxiety as, I don't know, feeling nervous, panicked, uncontrollable worry or intrusive thoughts that you can't control or cause you to freak out.
I don't really know how I would define it. It's something that just sort of affects my everyday life.
I first started feeling anxiety issues when I was in 8th grade. Just from being at school, it was a new environment. I was a lot younger than everyone else when I started, and it was just very overwhelming.
That's a hard question to answer, actually, because I remember growing up and my parents would do this thing where if we're going to a server to fill up gas, they'd give one of their kids some money to go pay for it. And my older brother was able to do it, no problems, and I could never do it. I would have fits, I would start crying, I'd panic. They never really clued in on it though, but that's something that's I've always think that's me having anxiety.
It's been there my whole life. One of my earliest memories was probably, it would have been year 1 or year 2. And we were doing an assembly and I just got on stage. I froze, hid behind a curtain and cried. It's been there my entire childhood. It's not sort of one thing I can sort of pinpoint where it started. It's just always been there.
It has, some days I wake up feeling worse than others, and I've missed out on job interviews, and or in general, if I have a shift at work that day, I don't want to get up, I don't want to go.
I would say it does hold me back because I get too scared to step out and get these opportunities. I do know of some that I almost didn't do because of my anxiety, which includes earlier in the year, I did a interview actually for the Flinders Foundation program, and I had the responding email up, because I had the topic coordinator ask me if I wanted to do it, and I had a responding email up and was literally just whatever, yes or no. I wasn't actually sure what I was going to do, but I decided with the support from my friends, I managed to. I wrote yes, and then I did it, but it was a 50-50 as I was about to send the email back.
I fiddle quite a bit, whether that's playing with my fingers like I am now. Sometimes I'll just rub the palm of my hand, which has developed some blisters and stuff at times. I stutter over my words and I get quite short of breath.
One of probably the biggest anxiety issue that stems from it, I shake a lot if I'm in a situation that I don't feel comfortable with. Sometimes I struggle breathing as well, but I would say the biggest one is the shaking.
Symptoms for me, it very ranges. One thing that constantly happens when it comes to my anxiety is I constantly have tremors and shakes in my hands and my legs and stuff like that. When I'm actually experiencing anxiety though, my throat feels like it's gonna close up on me. Chest feels like I'm being weighed down by hundreds of bricks and stuff like that. Can't do eye contact, but that's an everyday thing as well that is happening.
So the people with anxiety, you're not alone. There are other people that are going through very similar things to you. It's tough, but sometimes you just have to put yourself out there to find people that are able to help you. When it comes to mental health, there's a lot of people that drain your energy for their gain. You have to find people who are willing to, who are sort of the opposite of that. They're willing to sacrifice some of their energy to help you get through the day, but you don't want to drain them entirely. Find people that are a good balance between that, because those people do exist. And the best course of action is just to find the best people to be around, and know that you aren't alone and that help is possible.
You're allowed to have anxiety. You're allowed. There's nothing wrong with it. Stereotype of it's okay to not be okay. And that's exactly fucking correct. There is no human being on this planet that is going to feel absolutely perfect every single day of their life. And if they are, then they're not a human, they're a robot. So if you're having an anxious day, have an anxious day. Stay home. Have a bath. I don't know. Do whatever makes you happy.